Islanders, we have a must-see story on the show today. Two women cruising on board the Carnival Paradise had one port of call that they were visiting, Cozumel, Mexico. The two women got off the ship in what they thought was going to be a fantastic day. They had an incident while visiting Cozumel. They never made it back on the ship. They had family members who were on the ship and wondered where they were at. Wait until you hear this story of what happened to them. We're going to share it on the show today. Plus, Carnival Cruise Line announces that a venue that some of us enjoy, some of us don't even know is on a cruise ship, is being slowly phased out. We will share that as well. We all need some time in the islands. Let's go there now on Island Time. A big happy Monday to all you Islanders. We hope that you had a great weekend and your week is off to a great start. We are here on Island Time. I am Derek. Let's drop our anchors and take some time to relax in the islands together. Many of us have been hitting refresh. We've been waiting for Carnival Cruise Line's website to come back live into action. It was down over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. The site is now back up, but has limited capabilities. Some cruises have disappeared. Some cruises will not allow you to make a deposit. They're requiring the full payment up front. Some cruises are showing the price for two people instead of just one, and people are confused, thinking that cruise prices have gone up, which they have over time. Carnival shares that the website and everything, all the upgrades, should be straightened out within the next few hours. Of course, Amanda and I, are trying to catch up from over the weekend. If you have emails out to us, know that we're going to get back to you as soon as the system gets back up when we get caught up. Let's get into the cruise news of today. There's a lot to share with you on the show today. If you like staying up to date with the latest in cruise news, be sure that you're subscribed to this channel, to this community, and ring that bell to receive notifications when we upload content. We're sharing this story with you, an incident that took place in Cozumel, Mexico over the weekend. Listen to this. Family members were traveling together on the Carnival Paradise. The Carnival Paradise was set to stop at one port of call, Cozumel, Mexico. And there was a family traveling together. Two women got off the ship and decided that they wanted to visit a local beach club. Think Mr. Sancho's, think Noche Cocom, Paradise Beach, something like that. They wanted to visit one of the places that all of us like to visit when we're in Cozumel, Mexico. Of course, there's different ways to get to these places. You can take a public taxi if you want to. There's a bus even you can take if you want to. I don't recommend, but many of us have walked outside of the port there in Cozumel, and as soon as you walk outside, if you've done it, you know what I'm talking about. Senor, can I get you this? Can I get you that? Here's cigars, here's liquor, here's whatever you want, literally whatever you want. But one of the places just across the street rents mopeds and scooters. And these two women who got off the ship, that's the mode of transportation that they chose for the day. Rent a scooter, rent a moped, go enjoy the day in Cozumel, Mexico, enjoy the sun, the sand, everything that comes with being in paradise, and then go back to the ship, right? The two women never made it back to the ship. Family members were concerned, and cruise line officials and officers shared with the family these two women did not make it back. The family wondered what happened, what went on. And it was only then that one of the women reached out to their family and shared what exactly happened to them. Two women rented these scooters from a third-party vendor, Natalia and Ashley. They visited a beach club, and reports are they were hit in a hit-and-run accident that took place in Cozumel. Both women had severe injuries, bruises and cuts and scrapes. It's even reported that the incident was so bad their personal possessions were taken. It's been reported that they were even unconscious for a period of time. Both women were taken to the hospital, of course, where it's again reported that one woman had insurance, one did not, that they released the woman that did not have insurance. They have been treating the one that has insurance, and of course she's racking up thousands of dollars in medical bills. Can you imagine being on the ship? Mama was on the ship and other family members, and you're notified, hey, we had an accident. It's a hit-and-run situation. And the pictures are unbelievable. The bruises, our most heartfelt prayers go out to these women and their families. But could you imagine the ship leaving and you know that your family members are stuck there in Cozumel, Mexico, trying to get treatment? I would want to be off of that cruise ship so quick, so fast to help my family members. What makes things worse? It's being reported that these two women don't have their passports. They're cruising with birth certificates, which is perfectly legal. A lot of people cruise with birth certificates only and not passports. And a lot of times that's okay, right? There's no difference there. It just instead of going on this line, you go on that one when you check in and when you disembark the ship. But in cases like this, where emergency situations take place, it is much more difficult to return home with only a birth certificate. Family members have to work with the U.S. State Department, sometimes with the embassy of that country to get you back home. That's what's taking place right now. Family members are actually headed back to Mexico, and they're probably there now as we speak, trying to get the U.S. State Department to see what's going on to help get these women back to the United States. We hope that they heal, they recover very, very fast. We hope that they cruise again and have a more pleasant experience next time they do. We can all learn from this situation. There are many lessons in this situation to think about and to share together. I'm going to share some of them, and I know that you guys are going to have some lessons within this as well that I want you to share in the comment section below. A few things come to my mind. Number one, when we're on vacation, we think the best of people. We think that people, because we're in a good mood and we're happy, we think that other people are in a good mood and that they're happy. And we always need to be sure that we're watching out for conditions and for people and for what's going on, of course, because not everyone is in a good mood. Not everyone is happy. Not everyone is there to take care of us, to protect us. Remember that. I am guilty of that when I'm on vacation. I'm on cloud nine. I feel good. And I need to be sure that I've got a level head. Number two, thinking about these scooters, these mopeds. Of course, cruise lines, they're adamant. Do not do this. Cruise lines will share. Don't do it. And of course, a lot of people say, oh, they're telling you not to rent the scooter and the moped because they have their own excursion that costs more. And maybe while that may be the case a little bit, cruise lines do this for your safety. They say, don't rent the moped, the scooter, the car. Don't rent the jet ski. Go through us. Here's why. Not because they're making money necessarily, but cruise lines partner with companies that have regulations. They check on their equipment. They're reputable. They go to safe areas of town. They have locals who are knowledgeable about where you're going and things like that. Whereas if you walk outside the port of Cozumel, Mexico, I've been there. I was just there several weeks ago. And you rent a scooter, a moped. You don't know the maintenance records on that scooter or moped. You don't know the last time the oil was changed. You don't know what type of gas it has in it. You don't know if it has had issues recently. And they're just giving it to you, hoping that it works. And it also brings up the point of, do you ride scooters and mopeds at home? Should you be driving these items, these things, in a place that you're not familiar with? Protocols and laws are different. All of us have been in a taxi, been in a car, maybe a moped in another country. They drive different. The expectation's not the same. Distance, lines, road conditions, things like that. Not saying that you can't step out and enjoy and adventure and go out and do something, that you don't usually do at home, but be responsible in doing so. Some other things also come to my mind as well. You have to protect yourself. We're not sure if these two women had cruise insurance or not, if they had vacation protection insurance. We don't know. That's a level of protection. Not saying that you always have to get it, but in situations like this, you want it. Do your research. Protect yourself. Know who you're renting from. Go through the cruise line if you can, even though the groups are bigger, even though the price is more expensive. Maybe sometimes, depending on the activity, that's what you need to do. Islanders, share what you've learned. Share some thoughts that are on your mind as part of this story in the comment section below. Again, we hope that these two women recover fully. We hope that they get home quick. When you're injured, you want to be home. We hope to have a better experience the next time, and we hope that we learn some lessons from this story. Share your thoughts on it in the comment section below. Let's share this cruise news story from Carnival, as they're announcing that one venue that's popular among some And while others don't even know it's there, they're phasing it out. Listen to this, Carnival Cruise Line. They know times are changing. And if you've cruised for any amount of time, you know that times are changing as well. We step on these new cruise ships and we see 2 water slides, 4 water slides, the Icon of the Seas, 6 water slides. We see go-karts. Norwegian Cruise Line has a 3-story go-kart track. We've been there. Norwegian Prima, we've done it. We've rode it. 40 miles an hour. Unbelievable. We see rock walls. We see flow riders. We see all these new activities, roller coasters on Carnival Cruise Line's Excel class. Times are changing. Cruise ships are changing. There's so much to do. But it seems like the more that I walk around and I enjoy these activities, but I kind of get back to where people are at. You look around, people are still enjoying the sun. They're still enjoying loungers. And if you look around, people are still reading books. It may be a Kindle or some sort of e-reader. It may be an actual book. But people still enjoy that quiet time. People still pick up a book from time to time. Maybe they haven't read in a while, but they have the downtime. They don't have the demands of work and stress and pressure, and they choose to read. Carnival Cruise Line is sharing that they are phasing out their libraries on board their ship. This is news. It's regarding a passenger who asked John Hill a question about libraries. They noticed that on the newer ships, the libraries are smaller or non-existent. John Hill responded. He said this, "Thank you so much, and this lovely lady is right. We have stopped building new ships with libraries. The reason is so we can have other bars, restaurants, etc. there. And the reason is also that, well, the amount of people who want to borrow a book and sit in a library silence on their fun cruise, we saw was getting less and less. Libraries on Carnival ships going away. New builds, even when ships enter into dry dock. These spaces are small. They're very small spaces. They have paper books that you can take and go, and you can read it there if you want to. You can take the book, you can go and read. These libraries have been known to have faster internet. I know that from experience. Some people who work on board, you have to get some work done, check emails, they go to the library. They also have games that you can play there or take to another location. But libraries are going away. And one thing that I think about, some of these libraries on some of the older ships, the Dream class ships, the Vista class ships, they're small spaces. I just wonder, what are they going to do with some of these spaces if they do indeed take them out and change them for dry docks, because they're small. You can't fit a bar in there. You can't fit much in there at all. But of course, new cruise ships are being built without them. And I want to get your thoughts on that. Do you ever visit the library on a cruise ship, whether it's for a book, it's for a game, or you need a quiet place? Did you even know that the libraries are there? I saw someone reach out. I told someone that I was going to share this story today, and they had hoped that they transform these libraries into humidors where people could go and smoke cigars and things like that. Is that a good idea? Maybe more people will use a humidor rather than a library. I don't know. Do you use cruise ship libraries? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. Islanders, that is the cruise news for today. We hope that you enjoyed it. If so, give us a thumbs up. If we can help you with your next trip, plan the trip, book the trip, manage the trip, please let us know. Email us travel@bookislandtime.com. We would love to help you. We hope that you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Island Time.